putting some stops together.
So Wiggins, 18 points, Jimmy 15. A revisit of the trade. This is Andrew Wiggins' first
game against his former team, the Heat. So he's been doing that so far. He wants to have a big second half.
Steph Curry in the passing lane, beautiful steal. And Jimmy Butler averages 13 a game against Miami. That is the lowest of any opponent in his career as Moody is fouled by
You're not going to stop him from scoring when he's resolute like this.
Steph and Quentin Post working up top. Steph had it knocked away. Post with the pretty good hands initially, and then Powell with the steal. This turnover becomes a 3-on-1. Moody going to commit the foul.
Enormous second half.
And Powell 1 of 2. Just Moody hustling back, committing that foul, saved a point right there. That was going to be a 3-on-none. Draymond Green, no D'Anthony Melton, no Quentin Post. Or no, excuse me, no Guy Santos. There's Quentin Post working on Adebayo and playing the D after the Butler turnover. And Powell for 3. Bam wins that battle on the glass. That's his first field goal. He had been 0 for 9.
He just stayed with it. Bam Adebayo was attacking you, kept your verticality. They get another steal here.
But the Warriors just come out of the halftime locker room throwing the ball away.
Warriors are getting stops initially, but the Heat are just staying with it.
Adebayo missing that 3, and Jimmy Butler says, give me that.
Jimmy Butler's just got to make sure he doesn't leave his feet with nowhere to go when he's driving.
The Heat's last win was against Oklahoma City. Steph Curry flipping it up and in. This begins a 5-game, 7-day trip for Miami. This is stop 1 on their longest road trip of the year. Davion Mitchell missing that 3. Moody with the rebound.
Steph, that last possession was like, forget about all this passing stuff and turning it over. Let me just take it myself. Again, get a switch.
We're going to shoot a 3. So a little flat. Davion Mitchell, nice drive, and Curry with the foul. That will be his 3rd. So a couple free throws courtesy of Kia.
For these guys that are defensive-minded first. And for him, he's just going, yeah, I'm defensive-minded, but I got to be a threat offensively.
Last 20 seconds of the first half when the Warriors did not take the last shot and left you with a bad taste heading into halftime. The first 2.5 minutes of the third have been all Miami here. The lead is trimmed to 1. Will Richard catch and shoot 3. Steph's got 8 assists. Will Richard dropping in another triple.
And you got a turnover here.
Ortler on Wiggins. A 2-man game with Steph. Switch sides to Richard, made 1-3. Bring that one out. Warriors are 11 of 29 from deep. The Heat are 7 of 25. Larson driving, hanging, and finishing.
They're relentless with their driving now. Seems like it's picking up.
Butler trying to set up Post. Adebayo, a very good defender there, made him give it up. Jimmy, shot clock at 7. They step around and he will get to the line.
It looked like he was in. Teammates willing to just sacrifice, not get a stat, set that screen.
That screen gives them the open look, and what a difference in percentage.
And Warriors tend to do that. A lot of teams that just doesn't happen. You're not making yourself useful there. You're just kind of working that baseline, hoping the ball comes your way. But man, you don't get any stat there. Just make yourself useful. Set that screen.
Butler hits both free throws. He's 5 of 5, got 17. Davion Mitchell into Wiggins. Oh, Steph's got rocked. That's an offensive foul. Wiggins ran him over.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Kalena will now go through the haberdashery and fashion wear of Steph Curry's footwear.
Listen, I appreciate it. I'm actually giving myself credit because he's got black ones on. It's kind of hard to see from here, but I got a good angle. I got a good angle of it real quick.
Curry with the left hand. Butler tipped it up and out. And Adebayo starts to break the Wiggins. Step around, and Wiggins misfiring there. Long rebound out to Mitchell. Powell breaking the paint right to the lane.
He knew he was going to drive it before he got the ball, before the ball got kind of swung to him. His defender kind of had a bad angle to cut him off. He's going.
Podziemski working up top with Jimmy. Returns it. Jimmy, what a catch. Butler.
Not serious, but man, prayers up.
Steph Curry missing that three. And it's tough to get back to basketball because Jimmy Butler's out for any length of time. The Warriors season is done.
Well, you can feel the air just rush out of this building. You could hear a pin drop on that in there for a while.
Podziemski in post, Steph Curry with Moody and GP2. And a couple nice pump fakes, and he will draw the foul. NBA.
Absolutely.
And, you know, a guy rolls an ankle, okay, that happens. If you see someone go down and grab your knee, hot dogs and 2 drinks for tomorrow against Toronto at Warriors.com. Warriors on a back-to-back to finish off the homestand to take on the Raptors tomorrow. Raptors just lost to the Lakers in LA. That was yesterday. Missing that three. Quick post. Good strong rebound.
This has been a tough battle all night. It just got tougher. How's your mental toughness?
Playing without Melton, you're playing without Draymond, you're playing without Keith Santos. But Brandon Podziemski from the Butler significant injury. And you still got to play a game. Davion Mitchell missing that three. GP2 high for the rebound. Podziemski trying to get a little contact and pretty good no call there. And Adebayo headed back the other way. Marquez into the paint. And an offensive foul. Brandon got down. Stephon Marquez, step back three. Curry got the triple. He's got 16. His 4th made 3.
You like Steph's efficiency. He's taking advantage of his opportunities now.
Wiggins. Cycle around to Marquez for 3. That's flat. Steph rebound in motion. Lead pass Podziemski. And Brandon laying it in.
Steph didn't even put the ball on the ground. Before he got it, he knew he was going to throw it up, and he let him beautifully throw it over his head, let him run under it.
Curry's got 9 assists. That was spectacular. Davion Mitchell flipping it up and out. Air ball goes to the offense. Adebayo trying to come out with it. Shot clock at 5. No reset. Wiggins straight ahead 3, rattling out the Warrior D. They're stringing together stops right now. GP2 laying it up and in.
GP2 just ran. The way they're playing, you're having visions of like, what could they do this year?
Exactly, as Kel'el Ware knocks that down. I mean, they're 11-4 in their last 15 and just playing spectacular basketball on both ends. In post off the Podziemski delivery. QP for 3.
Keep the flow going. He's picking and popping.
He's 4-4 on 3s.
Why miss?
Montecchio missing there. Jaquez pulled down that rebound. Montecchio, Steph runs him off the line. And then there is the rookie out of Illinois. Yakachunas able to hit that.
He can shoot it. 46% from 3-point range.
Steph in, out on Fontecchio. Plays pretty good D. Credit the big man there. Quentin Post on Ware, the shot blocker. And Quentin Post put it on the deck and it'll get to the line.
You're a threat too. You can use your quickness.
Both got a national championship in football. A little while ago, Indiana University, IU, their first football is going to be the same price for the next 5 years, except Xfinity.
That's true.
Love that. So Post 1 of 2 from the line. Yakachunas had it taken away, but he healed. Go ahead, Podziemski. And putting it up and in. He decelled on Ware and he stapled him to the floor.
He slammed the brakes on him. That was nice.
So Brandon with 16 off the bench. All these Warrior steals and the runouts.
The bench is still doing work. 34-26.
Marquez with Steph coming back to double. Fontecchio 3 is good. And then Steph fouled him. It'll be a 4-point play for a second. Then the Warrior players responded and have built the lead here.
They've shown their mental toughness. They're outscoring the Heat from behind the 3-point line by 18 points. That helps.
Steph with 4 fouls, and he will start the 4th quarter.
Plus 7 points off turnovers.
Shot clock at 5. Post caught that deflected pass. Moody out of the corner to beat the buzzer. Moses. Oh, man, is he shooting threes.
He can make him even if it's a grenade.
He came in 15 of 23, and he's 3 of 6 tonight.
He just keeps it going.
Powell. Oh, man, right to Ware. Throw it anywhere in that radius, and he's going to dunk it down.
They put Quick Post in a tough position there. He's trying to jump backwards, though, but Khalil Ware's catch radius is everywhere.
He's got 15 off the bench for Ware. Quick Post, his first missed 3 of the night. He'd been 4 of 4. Jaime Jaquez, Norman Powell. Jaquez, he caught his own shot. That's it, Al.
You can't do that. Cares about what his percentage is. You look at his face, he's just unfazed by now. He's just shooting it amazingly well. Let it fly.
He's sitting there going 18 of 29. Steph Curry. He drops in a 3. He's 5 of 9.
Well, you know, Steph's always going to let it fly. He's looking at the bench after that one.
Powell answers in his own right.
Okay, everybody's letting it fly.
Powell, 7 of 12, 21 points. Does he ever have a bad game against the Warriors?
That's what I'm saying. It's tough for him to have a bad game in general now.
Steph yanked back another 3, and that went out. Well, Ware, he was at Indiana right after TJD. Powell, this is his time, but shot that flat, quick post. Is Steph saving it? It's going to be post 10 rebound, but Curry saved the day. Pocket pass to quick post with the left hand.
Did you see how he just kept Khalil Ware at bay? You'll come this far and no more. And went with the left there. How about Steph and him working together as Khalil Ware stayed up?
6 Warriors in double figures. Fontecchio to the rim. Hey, the tempo has been super fun. Ping pong pace to this one tonight.
The Heat have a deep team, man. They have a lot of weapons, a lot of guys that can attack you. Shoot it and off the dribble.
Anytime you see a team beat OKC, you get nervous. All these pocket passes, that one GP2 couldn't quite handle. Jaquez running it back with Fontecchio, and he will take the foul and lay it up and in. So now, you don't have Butler, you don't have Steph, and you got a long way to go in this game. Where do you find your points, and how do you keep executing? Post on Ware. Travel. Powell for 3. Every rebound important. Will Richards snatching that one. The game in Miami, Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy didn't play, and it was in the 4th quarter where the Warriors finally melted down. GP2 having that blocked, and so Miami is thinking, hey, it's home.
You're trying to run something everybody knows. You go split action, you go pick and roll.
Go for the man in the middle, and now floating it up and in.
Well, he's got to look to score at times.
Well, go to a guy with 19 years of experience in a championship.
They're still defending it the same way where they keep 2 defenders up.
Now 7 players in double figures.
Even if Steph isn't out there.
Well, Ware, he's at 42% from deep. Podziemski. I like the way Podziemski and Will Richard rebound as guards.
Just get your nose in there. Podziemski has no regard for his nose.
Moody attacking. I think he's going to hand off to GP2 like a football play there. Shot clock at 5. Landon nowhere to go. 1 foot Nowitzki, and Ware played him very well.
Now watch out for Norman Powell trying to take over.
Powell right now down the lane, floating it up and out. Moody made that angle tougher. Ware ricochet out to him, misses that 3. Jaquez a 3rd opportunity for the Heat.
That's one of their biggest advantages of the game, the second chance points.
Powell a sidestep 3. 4 stops by the Dubs.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Gotta keep fighting.
So Steve Kerr,
Brutal. His presence, his vibrato, the team confidence level goes way up when he's out there.
Will Richard and Podziemski playing with Moody, along with Horford and Buddy Hield. Steph has 5 fouls, shot clock at 3. Buddy's got to make something out of nothing, and he did! He got by Wiggins to put it up and in.
And Andrew Wiggins going, I cannot believe that just happened. Buddy Hield is capable.
Wiggins working on Richard. And missing the little baby hook. Andrews had a nice game with 18.
He wanted to get him back right away.
All right, be Steve Kerr for me. When are you bringing Steph back in with 5 fouls? Buddy Hield. That's a 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, if the Warriors keep playing like this, you're feeling them. Ooh, you got the elevator door screenplay.
Yeah, Fontecchio missing that 3.
Well, it doesn't look as good if you don't make the shot.
So the NBA record now, tying it with 4 straight games with 20 or more. The 3 previous games, the Warriors had 10 or more players with a made 3. That had never been done in NBA history. Podziemski wing jumper. Davion Mitchell the rebound.
The Heat are going, okay, we got to make our push now. We're running out of time.
Fontecchio an air ball. I'll tell you the one thing, Wiggins has not scored in the second half. He had 18 in the first half. Bam Adebayo is 1 of 13.
It's wild. He's playing an awful game by his standards.
He's been averaging 27 a game the last 3.
He just hasn't had an impact on this one.
Shot clock at 4. Podziemski trying to get around Fontecchio to lay it up and in.
He put just enough English on that one to make it spin back in.
Brandon with 18.
Warriors have 48 points in the paint. Driving in there.
Wiggins still scoreless in the second half. What's crazy is that Miami have rebounded almost 25% of their missed shots. I mean, that's how many offensive rebounds they had.
Warriors have overcome that so far. Run through the tape now. That's the challenge.
Using a little clock here. Waiting to get that switch on Pelle Larsson. Podziemski! Oh, man! Brandon in the 4th quarter.
He's having a little back and forth with the Heat bench after he scores.
12 unanswered since Steph picked up his 5th foul. And then Wiggins had to take it away.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of smiles on the Warriors side. They're enjoying this one.
The Warriors have not won 4 in a row all year. They're 11-4 coming in, and now Podziemski is fouled.
Yeah. Warriors, good play. And the celebrations afterwards, they're kind of vibes too. There's some high degree of difficulty.
Are you kidding me on that last one?
Like that one. We've seen him do a lot with grenades.
Oh, no. Another one? He did! Oh, it's Podziemski's night! Driving the pass inside as they have emptied the bench in Miami here. Nikola Jovic flipping it up and in. He is one consonant away from being the best player in the NBA.
Oh, they forgot about Trace.
TJD out to Moody. Pat Spencer, Buddy Hield, and Podziemski. Maybe they don't have to bring Steph back in at all.
It seems that way.
5 fouls.
I told you, if they keep playing like this, it's Podziemski.
I was going to say, that would have brought the house down if that had rattled in. He scored the last 8 for the Warriors.
I told you, if they kept playing like this, they were buying Steph more time. They bought him all the time.
So Miami, this begins their road trip as Myron Gardner out of Arkansas Little Rock, undrafted. He's on a 2-way contract, dropped in that 3.
They have to figure out this offensive thing on the road. They've struggled there. They got to the free throw line this game, and they still didn't get their normal production.
Working with LJ Cryer, getting an NBA opportunity here. We saw Cryer in the preseason. Missing the jumper there.
He's not afraid. He's going to get his shots up.
He owns 3 years at Bradley. Cryer, 2 years at Houston. Both coaches emptying the benches. Drew Smith is fouled.
And that's the other thing about the Warriors tonight. At times there were some struggles defensively when it comes to defending without fouling, but it's bend but don't break without draining.
California community colleges.
Get the money you need so
Leones has been averaging 15 a game. He played 6 games for the Thunder last year.
Well, that's what it's about in the G League. You go there with a great attitude, work on your game.
Trace! I tell you, Pat Spencer sets up Trace Jackson Davis so well.
Pat Spencer's got a great floor game. He seems to know when to make the passes.
Gardner with the step back.
but that's the thing for the Warriors, too. We got a back-to-back here. We got another game tomorrow, and you get Steph a little more of a rest in this fourth quarter. Well, hopefully he's ready to go tomorrow.
You're not going to have Al Horford tomorrow, but hopefully you have Anthony Melton. Hopefully you have Draymond. I don't know about Keith Santos, but then